Okay, what would you tell African Americans that keep saying Donald Trump is racist, opposed to Hillary, who's not racist? There's a lot of African Americans out here that are swaying towards Hillary. Yeah. And a lot of people don't understand, if they don't get, Donald doesn't get those African American votes, he won't win. Right. So we need to turn African Americans around. So what would you suggest to tell African Americans? Woo!
So the black community in America has been engaged in this business of, you know, the old adage of sort of repeating the same thing and expecting a different outcome is a definition of madness. Well, they've been engaged in this sort of demonstration of madness, which is that their communities are not getting any better, their lives aren't getting any better, but they keep voting in Democrats, thinking that that's going to fix the problem, not realizing that all of the incentives that Democrats have are toward keeping people down and dependent on the state. Removing the black father, as Bill Clinton's crime bill did, these insane wars on drugs, and making the black family dependent on the state. I would encourage you, when you're speaking to African Americans, to ask them to put their feelings aside and focus on facts. Ask them to stop, you know, looking at appearance and look at reality. Look at what the Clintons have done to the black community. Look at the effects of Bill Clinton's policies. And look at what would happen, what is going to happen to the black community if Hillary Clinton gets in. Because it's not just going to be the white working classes who suffer after immigration amnesty. It's going to be a very close second, if not equally, it's going to be blacks in this country who suffer when millions of unskilled workers are given the right to work here and to pay tax and to live here. It's going to be the black community that is repeatedly abused. It's a sort of abusive relationship, repeatedly taken for granted, and then treated like utter trash. And Obama is the worst example of this by Democrats, and they keep coming back for more punishment. I would encourage them to set their feelings aside about whether they like the guy. Absolutely no evidence he's ever said anything racist toward blacks whatsoever that I've ever seen, so any allegation like that's just fucking dumb. I would encourage them to look at what will happen with Hillary in power and what might happen with Trump in power. As I say, you know, there's only really a couple of things that can help the black community in America. It is not Black Lives Matter. It is things like better schools. And if the black community keeps voting in Democrats as mayors, they're going to keep getting Chicago. You want to have Giuliani, you want to save black lives, have proper policing, build some decent schools, and enable the smartest black kids from the worst neighborhoods to get to Harvard, you need to start voting in Republicans.